Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories ongoing in Nigeria concerning the issue of the Fulani Herdsmen. A lot of persons are of the opinion, they are of the opinion that ever since Nigeria rejected RUGA and it was changed to National Livestock Settlement Scheme and all that, Nigerians still rejected them. They realized that if going by that method, Nigerians naturally will not want to let go of their ancestral land and will definitely not want the ranching to take place in their homes, in their various communities. Hence, okay, this issue of insecurity being championed by the bandits, such that by the time Nigerians look at the issue of insecurity, being kidnapped, social menaces caused by these Fulani herdsmen or Fulani bandits, as they seem to call them, and you now consider which is better or which is lesser of all the evil. Is it to get kidnapped and probably get killed in the process, or just give them just a portion of your ancestral land so that there will be peace? You now find out that, so to speak, they're actually holding the indigenous Nigeria at the throat so that you can make a drastic decision. That is the theory actually ongoing as at now. But of course, other states are beginning to emerge. Some are beginning to embrace it gradually. Oyo State is of the opinion that they would just embrace a little bit here and there, bits and pieces of the National Livestock Program, but not in all totality. But they're actually thinking of doing something similar. Nigerians are getting angry that if they will give them ranching or give them, would they also buy the land for them? Is it now a government business rather than a private business? A lot of controversies as each state are beginning to emerge with a different opinion, the different way of making their laws suitable to their state, unique to their state. Well, Bayelsa have also decided to make their own, and as usual, it's different from the next state. But before we go into the newspaper to find out what it is that the former president of Nigerian state, I'm talking about Jonathan State, Bayelsa, have decided to do concerning the issue of Fulani herdsmen. Don't forget, even Bayelsa is not left out in the issue of menaces caused by Fulanis in Bayelsa. Before we go into the proper news to find out what is going on, like it, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Bayelsa has enacted a law prohibiting the open grazing of livestock in the state and establishment of ranching. Governor Diri accepted to the Livestock Breeding, Rearing and Marketing Regulation Law 2021 at the Executive Chamber of Government House in Yenagua. His words: Bayelsa State welcomes all and sundry to eke out a living legitimately. The people of Bayelsa want to have a mutual and harmonious relationship with non-natives and natives. The essence of the law is to avert, forestall any clash between herdsmen, farmers, natives, and non-natives as experienced in some states. The law, according to him, stipulates that any herdsman found with arms, whether licensed or not, should be arrested. 2. The law prohibits the movement of cattle on foot from other parts of the country into the state, inspection of livestock and certification by veterinary doctors at entry point into the state, among others. That's good. That means at least Bayelsa people are sure of eating healthy beef, not the kwashokod one, not the disease type. This is a good one. Let's continue anyway. Diri said, by asserting to the law, any person found engaging in open grazing of livestock on foot commits an offense and would be arrested and prosecuted with the livestock impounded. The governor also signed into law the Violence Against Persons Prohibition, that's VAPP law 2021. He explained that the law was to prevent certain harmful practices against women and children. He said with its enactment, Bayelsa has domesticated the federal law which has been in existence. All right, I think it's a subset of the normal law that's actually in existence in federal level. But okay, but this looks good enough. But the question now is, With this, let's start with the first one he said very quickly. He made mention of the law prohibiting people from openly grazing. But one of the unique things, permit me to use the word, about this Fulani herdsmen is that it's like they have they have dementia. They usually don't remember things on time, or is that, or they don't understand, or the information that is being passed across to their leadership does not have a trickle down effect to those on foot that are always on the road openly grazing. Because most times it happened in Ondo, it happened in Abia, it happened virtually almost every part of Nigeria, where they have openly said there shall be no open grazing. The very day you say it, that very evening, you will see one young herdsman with his cows just moving. I wonder, do they listen to news? Do they tell them things? It's like they just hear go. They don't used to hear come back. I don't understand. So this issue of that's a nice one coming from the governor of Bayelsa, but the question is, I hope he has what we call the enforcers. We call enforcers because it's one thing to make the law; it's another thing to enforce it, because there will be people who will break it. Ask, if you are in doubt, the governor, the Bayelsa state governor, go and ask Governor Tom. He has made laws upon laws banning open grazing severally, not once, not twice, not thrice, severally. He has been made to use his enforcers, the forest guard, to impound cows severally. They keep making those laws. These guys usually don't even believe in the laws. I guess they just believe, why should we even be within the law? We were born to graze. We do open grazing. We did it in the days of Moses, so why should we stop? Okay, but I feel that at this point, for connectivity sake and for synergy and unity sake, I think there's a lot to be done by the organizations that are actually headed by these Fulani headers, and Meet Allah needs a lot to be done. If there are people who do this stuff are not learning enough, they should find a medium of communication to let them know that you don't do open grazing. Now, a lot of persons will be asking, if you're saying no open grazing, then what happens to their ranch? Ranching, I believe, just like every other business, is a private business owned by individuals. Except the government is saying that now the owners of cattle rearing, that would have been a different matter. They're still under in the Department of Agriculture. So yes, it's a private business. And if you want to be establishing ranch, government have to be establishing ranch for private businesses in the name of peace. Then I will also advise fellow Nigerians to go ahead and do one or two issues, so that they too also will have what's it called now, monies, subsidy, okay, for their own section of the economy. I feel for equity and justice, we should always let them know what they are or who they are within the law, so that other sectors don't feel cheated. If they must get the land for ranching, it should be bought, it should be paid for by them, rented and licensed, so that in the case of any eventuality of them misbehaving, they can actually revoke that license, and so that they don't stay there anymore. But if you make them buy those lands, it becomes permanent, and they can start expanding, and you can't revoke that anymore. But that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Let's